Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Nidhi Taneja. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 8th of September. 14th ASEAN India Summit concludes as Prime Minister Modi highlights common threat of terrorism. 1 dead, 3 injured in IED blast in Kabul. And India's Space Agency launches advanced weather satellite. And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi called for improved cooperation between member countries of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations or the ASEAN Group to counter rising militancy. He also said that India is willing to fulfill the promise and potential of strategic engagement.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday met with leaders of South Asian countries during the 14th ASEAN India Summit. During the meeting, Prime Minister Modi said that enhancing connectivity in terms of physical, digital, economic, institutional and cultural dimensions was central to India's partnership with ASEAN and added that bringing peace, stability and prosperity in the region were the common priorities. In an apparent reference to Pakistan, he also highlighted the common security threat in the region.
I would also like rising export of terror, growing radicalization through ideology of hatred, and spread of extreme violence define the landscape of common security threats to our societies. The threat is local, regional and transitional at the same time. Our partnership with ASEAN seeks to craft a response that relies on coordination, cooperation and sharing of experiences at multiple levels.
Prime Minister Modi also attended the 11th East Asia Summit in Vientiane. On the sidelines of the summit, Prime Minister Modi held bilateral meeting with US President Barack Obama. The two leaders are said to have reviewed progress on India-US collaboration in nuclear and solar energy and innovation. The Indian Prime Minister also held bilateral talks with Myanmar's State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi and South Korean President Park Geun-hye on the sidelines. India will now host a commemorative summit on the theme of shared values, common destiny in 2017.
Following reports of Pakistan Anti-Terrorism Court issuing notice against Lashkar-e-Taiba or LET terrorist Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi, analysts have expressed doubt on Pakistan's intention to take action in the matter. Experts say the latest development is just an eyewash from Pakistan. A report.
Within 24 hours of United States asking Pakistan to go after all terrorist groups operating from its soil, including the perpetrators of 2008 Mumbai attack, a Pakistani court issued notice to 7 accused of 2008 Mumbai attack case, including LET commander Zakir-ur-Rehman Lakhvi. Analysts said that the latest development from Pakistan was just a show of formality due to mounting pressure from US, while nothing substantial can be expected.
I feel this is nothing else. This is another action which Pakistan has taken to remove the pressure which has been mounted by the Americans and the Indians on the Pakistan government to tell them that we are investigating the matter, and probably they will shelve it again over a period of time, and I do not visualize any further action will be taken on them.
Lakhvi, the alleged mastermind of the Mumbai attacks, was given bail by Pakistan court a year ago and since then has been living in an undisclosed location. Many allege that the Mumbai attacks were sponsored by Pakistan's intelligence agency, the ISI, and hence the delay in the judicial proceedings.
It has been nearly 8 years since the Bombay attack was launched by Pakistani terrorists. Pakistan till date has done nothing credible, nothing tangible to convince the world that they are sincere in proceeding with this investigation.
The US has reiterated that it wants accountability from Pakistan on the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks that left 166 people dead, including 6 Americans. 10 gunmen from Pakistan's Karachi had reached Mumbai through sea and launched attacks on November 26, 2008 at several landmarks in the city in a 3-day siege.
Exiled Kashmiri leaders held a conference highlighting the injustices being meted out by Pakistan to the people living in the disputed territories of Gilgit-Baltistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir.
A conference held by Jammu Kashmir International People's Alliance or JKIPA in Brussels passed resolutions demanding declaration of indispensable political entity for the disputed regions of Gilgit-Baltistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Several issues pertaining to the illegally occupied territories were discussed at the event. Hinting at Baba Jan, exiled Kashmiri leader Shaukat Ali Kashmiri highlighted fabricated charges of sedition being levelled against political leaders of the disputed territories.
Political leaders in Gilgit-Baltistan are facing so-called sedition charges, which, in our view, are in principle contradiction with the UNSIP resolution on Jammu Kashmir.
Asking the international community to focus on constitutional restraints and democratic dispensation in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, the JKIPA said that Islamabad must fulfill its commitment with regard to the truce agreement of 1948.
Moving on to news from Afghanistan. At least 1 was killed and 3 others injured after a magnetic bomb went off in the vicinity of the 4th Police District of the city. The attacks come as Afghanistan began to mark Martyrs' Week on Thursday to remember the assassination of national hero Ahmad Shah Massoud. The government officials had earlier warned of more militant attacks in the city during the Martyrs' Week and had urged the people to remain vigilant and prevent from unnecessary movements in the city. This is the 3rd attack in the Afghan capital this week. The attack outside the vicinity of the Ministry of Defence on Monday had killed at least 41 people. India's space organization on Thursday launched an advanced weather satellite that is equipped with instruments that would study weather patterns and help in the surface level search and rescue operations.
The Indian Space Research Organisation or ISRO on Thursday successfully launched GSLV F-05 carrying an advanced weather satellite INSAT 3DR from the spaceport of Sriharikota in southern Andhra Pradesh province. The GSLV launched a 4,874-pound INSAT 3DR into Geostationary Transfer Orbit or GTO. After reaching GTO, the satellite will use its own propulsion system to reach its final geosynchronous orbital home. The advanced satellite will provide a variety of meteorological services to the country and is expected to last for a minimum of 10 years. The successful launch is also significant as it is the first operational flight of GSLV that carried an indigenously developed cryogenic upper stage or CUS.
India's goods and services tax has finally become a law after President Pranab Mukherjee signed the bill after 16 states ratified it. The government plans to roll the new tax regime from next financial year. The GST will do away with the indirect taxes and usher in one tax for the entire country. The GST has been a key economic reform for Prime Minister Modi's government. A tsunami mock drill exercise was conducted in southern India. It's a part of Indian Ocean wave simulation called IO Wave 16 organized by UNESCO.
Hundreds of people were evacuated in a tsunami mock drill from coastal areas in southern India as part of a 2-day 24-country tsunami early warning exercise. A tsunami warning was simulated with an earthquake of magnitude 9.2 south of Sumatra, Indonesia, in the eastern Indian Ocean. Locals carried their luggage and other necessary items on their heads as they evacuated villages in India's southern Vishakhapatnam district.
మా ప్రజల్ని సురక్షిత ప్రాంతానికి తరలించడానికి మేము నిజంగా సునామీ వచ్చేస్తుందేమో అని చెప్పేసి అనుకున్నట్టుగా మా గ్రామ ప్రజలందరూ కూడా సురక్షిత ప్రాంతానికి తరలించినందుకు.
For the first time, the drill will be monitored by the UN Office for Disaster Risk Reduction and partners as part of the build-up to World Tsunami Awareness Day on November 5 and International Day for Disaster Reduction on October 13. A tsunami in Indian Ocean claimed around 230,000 lives when a 9.15 magnitude quake opened a fault line deep beneath the ocean on December 26, 2004.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude the top stories once again. 14th ASEAN India Summit concludes as Prime Minister Modi highlights common threat of terrorism. 1 dead, 3 injured in IED blast in Kabul. And India's space agency launches advanced weather satellite. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.